It's a tug of war.
Hey folks, welcome to this episode of Much to Say, much the number 2 say. I don't even know what we should discuss.
How about gay marriage?
All right.
Will that work?
Give me your stance on that.
All right. My stance on gay marriage, in a nutshell, is that who am I? Even if I were against gay marriage, which I'm not, but let's say I was against gay marriage, who am I to tell two people who are in love with each other, who very likely may have a marriage stronger than most of the heterosexual marriages in my neighborhood, or that I know of, that they can't get married just because my beliefs / religion / social preferences don't fit with that. If they're two consenting adults, I am in favor of letting them get married. So, how about you?
They're free to love each other. In my opinion, I would say marriage is between a man and a woman, and that's just my basis of.
But where does that come from? Sorry to interrupt.
The Bible.
But the Bible
In Matthew, I believe 11,
Yeah.
it's specific about him, her, that kind of thing, and then of course procreation comes into it, which you tried to chop me down at the knees on before. But the mechanics of it are a woman is built to have a baby and a man is built to help her have one. I don't think two guys can pull that off. They can adopt, but it takes the woman to actually have the baby.
So marriage is all about procreation and not love.
I didn't say anything about love. They can love each other, but in the Bible that I read, when it talks about marriage, it talks about him and her. So I can't find it anywhere to support that. And I have gay friends, so I'm not, I'm not judging them.
Right.
Believe me, for some reason I don't know
Well,
why.
I know you're not a gay basher. I know you well enough to know you're not like that, because I know you probably have more gay friends than I do, and I'm jealous about that. But no,
I'm comfortable wearing these color shirts too, for some reason, and these little glasses. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, the Bible I read has lots of other forms of marriage too. And in fact, if we talk about law in the Old Testament, and even in parts of the New Testament, what we should do is not only not allow gay marriage, but we should actually kill gay people.
I don't know.
So
I wouldn't be able to pull the trigger on any of my friends.
yeah, I kind of like that passage that says if your children curse you, you should take them to the gates of the temple and stone them to death. But I can't convince my wife to let me do that.
Well, you also love David Koresh.
Well, yeah, that is
Not true.
that's not true. But I love Waco.
Well, I do know that homosexuality is listed as a sin.
So is eating shellfish.
Nope, I know. I know that, and there are multiple sins that are listed that people commit every day.
Mm-hmm.
Christians commit. We're all sinners.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, saved by grace, literally. And even I hear Billy Graham talk, who I think very, very highly of. And I remember an interview with him and Katie Couric, and she was asking about, what do you thought about gays? And he said it's a sin, but he said no different than this, and this sin, which a lot of us commit regularly. He said, I don't know why that one is put so much at the forefront against all these others.
Right. Great interview, by the way. And I respect Billy Graham a lot too, as you know. And I think he hit the nail on the head when he said that about, we put we put different values on sins. Never happens in the Bible, as far as I can
no
see.
degree.
So, my view is that marriage is a bond between two people who love each other, and we allow heterosexuals to marry all the time who batter each other, abuse their kids, take marriage for granted, leave the next week or year, and then we don't allow gays who are in love with each other, many for a lifelong relationship. We say, no, you can't marry. I guess I have a fundamental problem with that. And I'll also say that I've known probably at least 3 gay couples through students that I teach who are also parents, and I would put their parenting skills above probably at least 20% of the other students that I teach who I know as parents. So I think it's sad that we don't allow gay couples to adopt and to raise kids.
I do think a lot of them are fit to be parents. I mean, of course, a lot of them are wired just to be as promiscuous
Sure.
as any of us, but
Right.
that falls in line with the other sins that are listed in the Bible.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, I have plenty of friends. Lost one of my dear ones to AIDS, and that was contracted through homosexual relationship. So you're right. I don't judge them, and it's been eye-opening to me, some of your views, in not in a judgmental way. We definitely disagree on the marriage thing, but I think you read an interesting statistic also on this whole topic of homosexuality. American Psychological
Oh yeah,
Association.
I think just this week, the American Psychological Association, the APA, put out a study. It was interviewing, I believe it was 100 of the top psychologists in the United States, and 96 of them, which would be 96%, said that it's actually dangerous to try to change a gay person into a straight person. The only reason that's important to me is because I see a lot of, and I'm not knocking the church, but I see a lot of churches that have programs to try to change gays into straight people. I'm straight, and there's no way you could get me to be attracted to a man. So
unless he wears a bright green shirt.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And little Stephen Jobs glasses. Anyway,
you got the asterisk there, and that's my caveat. Okay. But so I just don't see how, if I cannot be changed into being attracted to a man, how could they be changed into being attracted to a woman? It just seems far-fetched to me that it goes one way and not the other. So.
Well, you know what made me think about that more so before? I mean, not this particular situation with the APA, but my parents, who are, strong Christians, Republican, totally to the right, and I remember them saying they have differing opinions, that they feel like they're born with it or turn into a homosexual. I mean, I don't know.
One says they're born, one says they turn into.
And it was shocking to me. And not in a bad way. It was just very interesting because of the way
Your parents are pretty conservative, so that is surprising to me that one of them would have that view.
Yeah, but no pun intended, but we could touch on that later, and we can call this one a wrap.
I think so.
All right.
Good one. From the left
to the right.
All right.
I love the colorful clothes you wear and the way the sunlight plays upon her hair. I hear the sound of a gentle